If you're seeing this video today, it means your guardian angels have an urgent message for you. They can't stay silent, not after what you've done and said. The angels want you to know that you acted with true integrity and inner strength, all while maintaining your compassion and grace. You are genuinely kind-hearted, warm, and selfless. Despite that, you've faced many challenges. You were met with criticism and hostility simply for standing firm in your values. What you did was rare, divine even. It was an act of strength and purity that most people wouldn't dare attempt. You held your ground while being attacked from all sides by hatred and harmful intentions. Yet, you remained steadfast in your truth. You embody the spirit of a true truth-teller and a bringer of justice. Oh yes, beloved child of the universe, you endured deep suffering, often silently and in solitude. To others, you appeared strong and unwavering in your pursuit of truth, and you truly were. Despite the criticism and resistance you faced, you continued to rise. In the midst of all the adversity and projection, you grew incredibly powerful. I'll say it again, they can't keep this hidden, not after what you've said and done. People projected their issues onto you because your truth unsettled them. Yet, you spoke with clarity and heart, staying composed and graceful, something any parent or mentor would admire. Your words and actions radiated pure integrity. Truly, you couldn't have been more authentic, honest, or noble. There were many eyes on the situation, bystanders, instigators, and critics. But alongside them, there were also quiet allies who supported you from the shadows. Sadly, your supporters couldn't speak up. It was a chaotic, emotionally charged situation, and it's still unfolding. But you might be surprised to learn that some people truly admired the way you carried yourself. A select few were deeply moved by your grace, dignity, and the deep respect you showed not only for yourself, but for everyone involved. That kind of presence is rare. In a world that often promotes competition, envy, greed, and self-interest, you chose a higher path. You acted selflessly and nobly, shining brightly without seeking attention, remaining both humble and grounded. Though many hurtful words were spoken and unfair judgments cast, you stood out as the main, if not the only voice of truth. You defended yourself and others who had been silenced or oppressed. That's something only beings of great spiritual strength, like archangels or ascended masters, have the courage to do. You embodied a rare blend of unconditional love and universal compassion. Truly, your actions couldn't have been more sacred. And someone noticed. It might have been a friend or even a stranger, but someone quietly developed a deep admiration, a secret crush on your spirit. This wasn't necessarily a physical or sexual attraction, though romantic and tender feelings were certainly part of it. What truly captivated them was your soul, your grace, your strength, and the way you carried yourself through everything. And I can say this with certainty, straight from the divine realm, the angels, and even higher forces, admire you deeply for how you've conducted yourself. This person may have never said a word. In fact, they might have seemed distant, irritated, or indifferent. But the truth is, they recognize the beauty of your heart. You have a heart of gold, and you're one of the rarest, purest souls they'll ever encounter. A surprising confession is on the horizon from that friend or stranger who's been silently observing. They watched every interaction you had with each person involved. They saw how you held space for yourself, stood up for the underdog, and took control when it mattered most. They paid attention to everything: your facial expressions, body language, and how you managed your emotions. Even when you had every reason to break down, lash out, or cry from the weight of pain and injustice, you chose grace. Despite experiencing deep hurt and trauma from being mistreated, and that didn't go unnoticed, those around you treated you as if you didn't matter. They stood by, some even participated as you were torn down energetically, while others chose silence. But someone saw it all, and now they're ready to speak. This person, the one preparing to make a confession, wants to open their heart to you. They were deeply moved by your presence, your strength, your integrity, and the light you carried, even when it dimmed for a while. Though the fire in your eyes may have flickered, your commitment never wavered. You stayed true, loyal to the people, principles, and causes that needed you most. Now, this person wants to tell you what they've held in for so long, that you are one of the most authentic, courageous, and heart-centered souls they've ever encountered. They want to tell you that they watched from the sidelines filled with awe, and yes, a touch of intimidation. They had never encountered someone with your unique blend of unwavering strength, deep compassion, and quiet gentleness. You embodied the calm of a dove, the empathy of a swan, and the wisdom of an owl. Your words were firm and clear, yet always wrapped in kindness. You were, quite literally, universal love in human form. This friend or stranger carries some guilt. Their confession comes with vulnerability, fears, insecurities, and shame for not speaking up when they saw you being mistreated. Your light was immense, radiant, and they felt your pain. But deep down, they also knew that stepping in might have interfered with your soul's divine purpose. Your truth was unmistakable. It didn't need defending, it spoke for itself. They wrestled with darkness, fear, regret, even a bit of self-judgment for staying silent. But those feelings exist alongside something greater: pride. They were proud of you, honored to have witnessed your strength. Just being near you filled them with joy, hope, and an uplifted vision of the future. You stirred something sacred in them, and now they're ready to express it. Watching you gave them hope. It reminded them that there's still so much love left in this world. You shifted their mindset, challenged their old beliefs, and sparked a desire for something better, something more unified and full of light. Now this person wants to open up to you fully. They want to share not just their strengths, but also their struggles, their shadows, as well as their light. They carry a sense of shame, and they want to express it honestly because they truly believe in you. They're ready to receive your compassion and unconditional love. But remember, protect your boundaries. It's okay to give, but hold space for yourself too. You need your energy to stay grounded and strong. They also want you to know just how deeply you've inspired them to grow to become a better version of themselves. And yes, they want to express the love they feel for you. This confession might take a romantic form, or it could be purely platonic. They may express a desire to build a romantic connection, or they might recognize a deep soul bond with you, like that of a soul sister or brother. Either way, approach it with humility, grace, and modesty. The confession could stir up painful memories, reminding you of the times you stood alone, fighting for truth and justice. Or it might bring a sense of joy and emotional freedom. It's likely to be a complex mix of both. Still, a sense of lightness and clarity is on its way, whether it arrives instantly or unfolds over time. Let the words sink in. You were seen. You were believed in. And that recognition runs deep. Be open to receiving love and kindness from others you've poured so much of your heart into the world. Now, let some of that love return to you. Lord, may the message carried in these words reach them deeply, touching their heart and soul in a way only truth can. Grant them the strength to receive the coming confession with grace, to reflect on their journey with compassion, and to honor the power of their choices even when faced with hardship. Let the love and admiration that surround them, from both the visible and the unseen, lift their spirit high. As they move through the emotions this revelation may stir, keep their energy protected and their heart open, for they are a guiding light in this world. Amen. Take a moment to let these words settle into your spirit. Breathe them in. Let them comfort, uplift, and empower you. Remember, you are deeply loved and divinely protected by the universe. You are never alone on this journey. Type 444 to affirm this message and claim the blessings it holds for you. And if you feel called, leave a kind word or a positive comment for someone else. You never know who might need a little light today.